Chapter 10 The New Angel. Holly sat hunched up beside Jack in the backseat of the car, still texting all the way into town. "Look at all the snow," said Gran cheerfully as white flakes began to build up on the windscreen and Grandpa switched on the wipers. "Wouldn't a white Christmas be lovely?" Neither Jack nor Holly said anything. The pavements in the town were covered in brown slush. Christmas music was playing in all the shops, and there was a chestnut seller on the corner. Jack held Gran's hand with his other in his pocket, keeping hold of DP. Crowd bustled around them, all doing last-minute shopping. They went into busy department store. There weren't many Christmas decorations left, and they looked hitchly-pitchly because shoppers were picking them up and putting them down in a hurry. "Here's a lovely angel," said Gran, grabbing the first one she saw. Jack didn't like the angel at all. He thought she was too fancy for their tree. She wore a gaudy purple dress trimmed with gold braid hair and large plastic gold wings. Jack didn't think Mel would like her either. She loved his tall little angel with the woolly beard. "What do you think of her, Holly?" Gran asked, but Holly shrugged rudely and kept looking at her phone. Gran didn't ask Jack. She led them to the checkout desk and bought the angel. Then they headed back to the car park through the cold slush and the bustling crowds. On my way back home in the car, Holly said, "I feel sick. Maybe you should stop texting while we're in the car, dear," said Gran. Holly rolled her eyes, pressed the button to lower the window. An icy blast filled the back of the car, and flecks of snow swept inside. "I'm cold," said Jack. "I need fresh air," snapped Holly. They reached their motorway. Jack was now shivering. He felt miserable and angry. Why did Holly always have to have things her way? "Gran, I'm cold." "Holly, close the window a bit, please," said Gran. Holly put the window up a fraction. Sleet and snow continued to blow into the car. "It's still wide open," said Jack. Holly stuck out her lower lip, making a baby face, and pointed at DP, whom Jack had pulled out of his pocket. Grandpa saw her do it in a rearview mirror. "Enough of that, miss," he said. Wind up the window, please." Holly scowled and put the window up another bit. Then she turned to Jack, stuck out her bottom lips again, and pretended to be a baby rubbing tears from his eyes. Jack didn't believe Holly really felt sick. She just wanted to be nasty. She was ruining Christmas Eve, and she'd probably ruin Christmas Day too. Snapping at Jack and making herself the center of attention, she kept silently taunting him with a baby's face. The hard, tight ball of anger in Jack's tummy burned suddenly red hot. "Loser," he whispered. Holly stopped making the baby face at once. "Shut up," she growled. Jack didn't care that he made her even angrier. She was ruining everything. She was rude to Mom, Gran, and Grandpa. She'd come to stay when he didn't want her. It was all her fault. Toby the dog had eaten his bearded angel. He wanted to punish her for spoiling Christmas, and he knew exactly how to do it. There was nothing Holly hated in the world more than losing. "Loser," said Jack more loudly. "Jack," said Grandpa sharply from the driver's seat. "I hope you didn't just say what I think you said." Jack didn't answer. He could tell that Holly was on the verge of tears now, and he was glad. He was sick of her playing. He didn't care about keeping the peace. He'd had no dinner last night because of Holly. He was tired of having to tiptoe around her. She suddenly pressed the window button, lowering it all the way to the bottom again so that icy gale blew through the car. "Holly," began Gran. "I'm going to be sick," said Holly. Jack knew she was doing it in revenge, so he did something that he'd seen people do at school. They used her thumbs and forefingers to make an L shape and held it up on their forehead. The L stood for loser. He made the L shape, held it up, and glared at Holly so fast that he had no hope of stopping her. Holly leaned forward, seized the DP, and out of Jack's lap. He threw him out of the open window. For a brief second, Jack saw DP frozen against the steely sky. His little trotters spread eagled. Then he whipped out of sight.